Hello, and welcome to Sleep Decoding. Tonight, we will embark on a long journey. A journey not upwards to the stars, but deep down beneath the surface of the ocean. We will drift into a world without words, without judgment, and most importantly, without the noise of human society. You see, we humans often complicate sleep. We lie in bed and let our thoughts race. We worry about tomorrow, torment ourselves about yesterday. We believe that sleep is a difficult problem that needs to be solved by the effort of will. But what if I told you that sleep is actually much simpler than that? What if I told you that the state of rest has existed on this planet for a very long time, before even the first thoughts appeared? Tonight, we will seek peace from the masters of the ocean. We will start from the simplest creatures without brains, like jellyfish and Hydra, to learn about pure letting go. And then we will meet ancient giants like sharks to learn about slowness and stillness amidst the water current. If you enjoy these quiet journeys, take a moment to relax your shoulders, loosen your jaw muscles, and allow your body to sink into the mattress. There is nothing you need to do right now. There is no information you need to memorize for a test. Just let these words flow past you like warm water. Take a deep breath, hold the stillness, and breathe out. Let's start diving down and begin the journey in shallow water, where there is a quiet, tropical mangrove forest. Moonlight penetrates the mangrove canopy, casting dim rays of light to the bottom of the water. Here, there is a creature teaching us the first lesson about letting go: the Cassiopeia jellyfish, also known as the upside-down jellyfish. Unlike other jellyfish drifting throughout the ocean, the Cassiopeia jellyfish chooses a more stationary life. They lie on their backs on the seabed, exposing their soft tentacles upwards like a flower blooming underwater. Their bodies rise and fall in a steady rhythm. Rise, fall, rise, fall, about 60 times per minute. That is not a heartbeat, because they do not have a heart. That is the breath of life, a pulse spreading through their transparent bell-shaped body. But when night falls, a magical change takes place. Researchers at the California Institute of Technology spent thousands of hours observing them and discovered that when the lights go out, the jellyfish's beat slows down. From 60 beats a minute, it drops to about 39 beats. Their bodies become lazier. The tentacles droop. If a current flows by, the jellyfish does not resist. It lets its body bob along with the water. It completely relaxes control. If you gently touch a jellyfish in this state, it will not swim away immediately like in the daytime. It seems drowsy. It takes a few seconds to wake up, to realize something is touching it, and then starts beating fast again. Jellyfish have no brain to worry about the future. They have no cortex to think about the past. They only have a primitive nerve net spread throughout the body. But they still sleep. Every one of their cells understands that there needs to be a pause, a time to stop receiving, stop consuming, and simply recover. This proves a profound truth. Sleep is a basic biological need, not a function of higher intellect. You don't need to think to sleep. Try sleeping like a jellyfish right now. Imagine your body lying on fine sand under warm water. The water supports you, taking away the weight of gravity. You don't need to use your brain to sleep anymore. Sleep with your body. Feel your breath, in, out, like the rising and falling rhythm of the jellyfish. Slow down. Slower. 39 beats a minute. There is no rush. The ocean will watch over you. Leaving the jellyfish behind, we drift backward in time to find creatures even simpler, more ancient. we encounter the Hydra. The Hydra is tiny, just a few millimeters long, living in quiet fresh water. Their body is just a simple tube with a ring of tentacles around the mouth. They possess no brain, no eyes, and no ears. Their structure is so primitive that they are considered immortal creatures, capable of regenerating their bodies if injured. But even this immortal creature obeys the law of sleep. Scientists have filmed hydras continuously for many days and nights. They noticed an undeniable cycle. Every 4 hours, the hydra enters a state of rest. Their tentacles, usually outstretched to hunt, now hang loose. Their bodies go slack. They stand motionless in the water, swaying gently, as if in meditation. And here is the most miraculous thing. When scientists added melatonin to the water, the same hormone the human brain releases at dark to help us feel sleepy, these hydras slept more. Reflect on this. Hydras and humans diverged on the evolutionary tree more than 600 million years ago, yet the chemical language of sleep has remained preserved. Melatonin is not an invention of the human brain. It is an ancient legacy. It is a chemical command that has existed since the dawn of life. When you feel sleepy, that is not weakness. That is you connecting with a chemical rhythm that has flowed through the bodies of billions of creatures for millions of years. And deeper still, at the microscopic level, the tiny cyanobacteria are also sleeping. 3 billion years ago, when Earth had no oxygen, these single-celled creatures invented the first biological clock. Inside their tiny cells are 3 special proteins, Chi-A, Chi-B, and Chi-C. During the day, these proteins separate to allow the bacteria to perform photosynthesis. But when the sun sets, a chemical dance takes place. In the darkness, these 3 proteins begin to find each other, binding together into a complex. Once bound together, the bacteria shift into a sleep state. They stop working. They reduce their metabolism to the absolute minimum. They spend the entire night just repairing their DNA. In every one of your cells right now, there are also such ancient protein clocks turning slowly. They are whispering to you, the sun has set. Do not strive anymore. Do as our bacterial ancestors did, withdraw and repair. Sleep is your connection to the 3 billion year pulse of the planet. You are not alone in this sleep. You are harmonizing with life. Now, the ocean current carries us to a brilliant, colorful coral reef. By day, this is a noisy underwater city. Fish swimming, shrimp clicking, vibrant colors everywhere. But when night falls, this entire city goes to sleep. Look at the submerged rocks. Do you see the brilliant creatures swaying like chrysanthemums or dahlias? That is the sea anemone. Like jellyfish, sea anemones have no brain. They spend the entire day expanding their tentacles, welcoming the water flow to catch plankton. But when the light is gone, the sea anemone begins its ritual of going to sleep. Their bodies slowly contract. The brilliant and sensitive tentacles, essentially their antennas to the outside world, are curled up, hidden deep inside the body. From a blooming flower, they transform into a compact, silent sphere, like a sleeping stone. Why do they do that? To protect those fragile tentacles from nocturnal predators? Yes, but also to conserve energy. In the dark, they no longer need to strain themselves to sense the world. They power down their senses. They withdraw to their center. The sea anemone understands a law that humans often forget. You cannot be open to the world 24/7. You cannot always strain yourself to feel, to understand, to react. There are times when you need to withdraw. You need to close your senses to protect the inner core. Beside the sea anemones, The humble sea sponges are also performing their ritual. Though they look like lifeless porous rocks, sponges are the first multicellular animals on Earth. Throughout the day, they are diligent water filtering machines. But occasionally, the sponge needs to reboot. It will slowly contract its body. The water filtering pores close tight. The internal flow stops. It refuses to accept the water flow from the outside. During this quiet period, lasting about 30 to 40 minutes, the sponge expels all the residue accumulated inside. It cleanses itself by disconnecting from the world. The lesson from the sponge is profound. Sometimes, to continue functioning, you need to know how to close the door. You cannot forever be a filter for the information and emotions of others. You cannot keep the door to your mind wide open forever. Tonight, close the filter pores of your mind. Do not listen anymore. Do not analyze anymore. Take this moment to push all the residue of anxiety out of your body. Contract, hold, and release completely. Leaving the coral reef behind, we swim out into deeper, colder waters to meet the true masters of slowness. In the freezing waters of the Arctic, there is a creature that has lived since the Renaissance until this very day without growing old. It is the Greenland shark, Somniosus microcephalus. This shark species can live up to 400 years, even 500 years. What is their secret to longevity? It is living as if they are asleep. They swim so slowly that if you glance at them, you would mistake them for a drifting log. Their average speed is only about 1 kilometer per hour. Their hearts beat extremely slowly. Thump. 10-second pause. Thump. Once every 10 to 12 seconds, the heart beats a single time. Their bodies are always in a state of the lowest metabolic rate. They do not rush to hunt. They do not rush to grow up. It takes them 150 years just to reach sexual maturity. The Greenland shark teaches us a lesson about conservation. In a world that always urges faster, stronger, the longest living animal on the planet is the slowest one. They exist by minimizing friction with life. They are cool, calm, and save every heartbeat. Try applying the rhythm of the Greenland shark to your breathing right now. Do not rush your breath. Elongate your exhale. Inhale very slowly. Hold it. And exhale very slowly. As if you have 400 years to take this single breath. There is no need to rush. Time is on your side. Nearby, in a small rocky niche on the seabed, a green sea turtle is also sleeping. Sea turtles are reptiles. They need to breathe air. But when they sleep, they have the ability to hold their breath for up to 4 to 7 hours underwater. How do they do that? By absolute relaxation. The turtle wedges itself into the rocky crevice so as not to be swept away by the current. Then, it slows its heart rate down astonishingly. Only 1 heartbeat every 9 minutes. Imagine that stillness. 9 minutes for a single heartbeat. The turtle's entire body shifts into a state of temporary hibernation. All metabolic activity drops to the minimum level, consuming no energy, no thinking, just existing. You can do the same. Wedge yourself into your soft blanket. Slow everything down. You do not need to breathe hurriedly. You do not need to race. Let your body sink into the turtle's state of hibernation, quiet, motionless, and absolutely safe under the shell of the night. Now, look into the dark water ahead. We are in the deep zone, where sunlight begins to fade and disappear completely. Here, a creature is preparing for its own sleep journey. That is the Nautilus, a living fossil that has existed on Earth for more than 500 million years. before even the first dinosaurs appeared. The nautilus does not sleep by staying still in one place like a turtle or jellyfish. For them, resting is tied to vertical movement. During the day, to avoid predators and harsh sunlight that could damage their fragile shells, they dive deep down below 500 meters of water. At that depth, the pressure is immense, cold, and dark. They drift in a semi-hibernation state, conserving maximum energy. Their heart rate drops to an extremely low level to adapt to the scarce oxygen. But when night falls, an invisible signal spreads throughout the ocean. The nautilus, along with millions of other marine creatures, from shrimp, squid, to lanternfish, begin a miraculous journey called Deal Vertical Migration. This is the largest migration on the planet in terms of biomass. Every night, billions of tons of organisms simultaneously rise from the abyss to the surface. They go up to eat, to breathe, and to bathe in the dim moonlight of the surface water. Imagine you are part of that great flow. By day, you sink deep down to rest, to escape the pressure of the surface world. You seek the deepest, quietest place of your soul. By night, you float up gently, feeling your body weightless, lifted high by the water current. You don't need to swim. Water pressure changes, pushing you up smoothly. This rising and falling is like the rhythm of a giant cradle, up and down, rising and sinking. There is no rush, no jostling, only a synchronized flow of billions of lives following the darkness. Let your mind sway to this ancient migration rhythm. No specific destination, only the gentle movement between cool water layers. You are being lulled to sleep by the ocean in the cradle of gravity and pressure. When we dive down to the deepest parts of the ocean, the abyss, where sunlight can never reach, we will witness a phenomenon that is breathtakingly beautiful. That is marine snow. It is not frozen cold snow like on the ground. It is tiny pieces of organic debris, dead algae, fine dust, waste from creatures in the upper layers, sticking together thanks to natural mucus and falling slowly to the seabed. They fall very slowly. A single flake of marine snow can take weeks, even a whole month, to reach the bottom of the abyss. In the eternal darkness of the abyss, billions of these pure white flakes fall continuously, creating a shimmering, peaceful, and endless curtain of dust rain, like a starry sky falling down. For the creatures living at the bottom, marine snow is a source of life, food, a comfort sent down from the world above. But for our minds tonight, marine snow is a beautiful image of letting go. Imagine the thoughts in your head right now are those flakes of marine snow. They used to be vibrant ideas, hot worries, noisy plans on the surface of consciousness during the day. But now they have cooled down. They crumble into tiny fragments, and they are falling down, falling slowly through the dark water. They no longer bother you. They are leaving you, sinking gradually into the deep bottom of the subconscious to become nourishment for dreams. Watch the snow falling in your head, so slow, so soft. Each falling flake is a burden lifted. The seabed of your soul is thickening with a soft blanket covering all the memories of today. The stillness of marine snow is the stillness of time. Here, there is no ticking clock, only the gentle and eternal fall. The space around you becomes crystal clear, vast, and quiet, and encompassing all those tiny movements, from the jellyfish, the turtle, to the marine snow, is a rhythm greater than them all. The tides. Did you know that the ocean does not move on its own? It is being pulled. 384,000 kilometers away from us, the moon is orbiting the Earth in silence, and the gravitational pull of the moon, like a giant invisible hand, is gently pulling the layer of ocean water up and then letting it down. The seawater rises, high tide. The seawater recedes, low tide. This cycle repeats twice a day, steadily, persistently, never deviating for the past 4 billion years. No matter if storms rise, no matter what humans do, the tides still rise and fall on schedule. This is the breath of the planet. The Earth is inhaling when the water rises, filling the shores, and the Earth is exhaling when the water recedes, leaving peace behind. Every creature in the ocean lives in tune with this breathing rhythm. They do not fight the tide. When the water recedes, they rest in the tide pools. When the water rises, they head out to sea. This compliance brings peace. Resistance only brings fatigue. Your body is also full of water. More than 70% of your body is water. Cell fluids, blood, tears, cerebrospinal fluid. They are all salt water with a chemical composition nearly identical to the primordial ocean. Therefore, unconsciously, your body is also reacting to the gravitational pull of the moon. You are a microcosm containing an ocean inside. Try to synchronize your breathing with the tides right now. Inhale. Imagine the seawater rising, flooding the sandy shores of your mind, bringing coolness and nourishment. Exhale. Imagine the seawater receding, sweeping all fatigue and anxiety out to the open sea. In, rising powerfully. Out, receding gently. You do not need to try to breathe on your own. Let the gravity of the universe breathe for you. Let the moon pull your chest up and down. You are lying in the cradle of the universe, being rocked by forces much greater than yourself. Trust in that rhythm. It will never stop. It will keep you safe all night long. Finally, let us leave the deep seabed to return a little closer. Let's return to your own body lying on the bed. Did you know that right inside your skull, there is also an ocean operating by tides? For centuries, scientists believed that the brain simply switched off when we slept. But in 2012, a shocking medical discovery changed everything. They found the Glymphatic System. Visualize your brain like a bustling city. All day long, neurons work, think, calculate, process emotions. And this process creates biological waste, like amyloid beta proteins. If not cleaned up, this pile of trash will clog your thoughts, making you feel heavy and groggy. So how does the brain clean up? It uses water. When you start to sink into deep sleep, a physical miracle happens. Your brain cells actually shrink. They shrink by about 60%, creating large spaces between neurons. At this time, cerebrospinal fluid, a clear, cool liquid, will flood into those spaces. It rushes in like a high tide at night. This flow of water runs powerfully through the gaps of the brain, washing away all toxins, all stress, all the residue of a long working day. It literally washes your mind clean. All night long, while you are sound asleep, this tide rises and falls rhythmically in your head, washing, cleaning, and nourishing. This is why sleep brings a refreshing feeling the next morning. It is the feeling of cleanliness. When you sleep, you are not lazy. You are turning on wash mode. You are letting the healing water flow through the deepest corners of your soul. Imagine that feeling right now. Visualize a stream of cool, pure water flowing from the spine, going up to the brain. It creeps through the folds of the cortex. It soothes hot memory areas. It washes away tangled thoughts, petty worries. Everything is being dissolved into the water and drifting away. Your head becomes crystal clear, empty, and cool. Our journey tonight has gone a full circle. We learned how to let go from the brainless jellyfish. We learned how to accept darkness from the Hydra. We learned about the first biological clock from cyanobacteria. We learned how to withdraw from sponges and sea anemones. We learned slowness from sharks and letting go from marine snow. And finally, we understand that our own brain also needs water to cleanse. All those creatures, the silent residents of the ocean, know a secret that we have forgotten. Resting is the most natural state of life. They don't need to try to sleep. They just need to stop fighting the current, and so do you. You don't need to use your complex brain to force yourself to sleep. Let the brain rest. Let the inner ocean do its cleaning work. Feel gravity pulling you down into the mattress, deeper, deeper, like a small stone sinking slowly into the fine sand seabed. Around you is soothing darkness, safe and enveloping. No light bothers you. No sound bothers you. Only your own breathing rhythm. Rise, fall, rise, fall, like the jellyfish. Simple, rhythmic, carefree. Let the water current take you away, drifting into the infinity of dreams. Everything is fine. The world is still safe when you sleep. Let go, relax, and sleep well. And sleep